Welcome to 108 Gate. We're doing a current reading of when you come to this video. A lot of energy going through, keeping calm, keeping focused. The Elk and Ash, strength. It feels like there's going to be some testing moments. There's going to be some thoughts requiring some attention, requiring some ease, requiring some perspective on how should I approach this. So it's like you're going to have choices and options of I can either do this way or that way. So how do you do that? How do you navigate that so that you have the best outcome that you want, the best outcome that you need? Elk and Ash, strength. So a lot of that feels though it's coming in with, okay, so the Weasel and Pine, introspection, just about to say that. So basically it's coming in with you navigating the internal emotional responses to things. So if you're having a particular response to a particular thought, is this response working? Is this energy working? Is there a more ideal thought that you'd be rather having? Is there a more ideal outcome that you would prefer? Is there even contemplation of an outcome coming out of certain thoughts, certain situations, or do you need to kind of have a think about that? So the introspection is understanding that there's a direction in which you can be weakening yourself, and there's a direction in which you can be strengthening things for yourself. So it's identifying that which is strengthening you, identifying that which is weakening you, and then when you're identifying what's weakening you, is kind of processing that so that you can adjust how you would respond to it, so that it doesn't have to keep coming up again and again and again. It's kind of like it's coming up now to be dealt with, it's coming up now to be addressed, it's coming up now to make sure you have your appropriate support in place, making sure you have appropriate responses in place. If in the past you have been dithering around it, or you have been avoiding it, or you have been not getting the response you wanted from it, it's looking at it again and seeing what do I need to get, what do I want to get. So this is now putting the best step forward, making sure that we're not repeating patterns of disappointment, not repeating patterns of not getting the outcome we need. So Knight of Pentacles, putting value on self. The value of your choice and decision is immense. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to get another oracle card for that because it's really, really intense energy. What I mean by that is you have a choice to stand up for yourself. You have a choice to say your piece. You have a choice to make sure you're being heard. If you're not being heard, or you're not saying your piece, why is that so? Because this is the time to be doing it. This is the time to be stepping into it. Yes, like I said before, you're going to need courage. Trust in the invisible, the snail and huckleberry. So trust, and like I was saying, like there's support source, the support energy, the support frequencies coming in from the divine right now are really amplified and available to all of us. So to utilize that. So where we're feeling that we can't stand up on that platform and speak up for ourselves, we can't get the outcome that we need to be ready to stand up and take that next step. Make sure we're actually stepping up into that more empowered space, that more empowered state, to actually create that change. We can't just be thinking about it and talking about it. We actually have to take the steps to make it happen, to make sure it is happening. So 10 of Wands, the burdens, we want to drop the burdens. We want to be only being effective and efficient in carrying what we need to carry. We don't need to be carrying the burdens of the past. So that's where the value is coming in for this, because not only is letting go of burdens going to open you up to receive greater things, but you're going to feel lighter, you're going to feel easier, you're going to feel more in tune with what you want, more in tune with where you're heading, more in tune with what you're capable of, as opposed to being weighed down by not being able to speak up, weighed down by feeling like you're letting yourself down in some way, or anything like that, or others are letting you down. It's about stepping up and saying, this is what I need, this is what I want, to yourself first. If you can't say that to yourself, how are you going to have the courage to say it to others? So really, really enabling yourself to do that. So a lot of that may be that you have to look at, where did you put trust and faith in something that wasn't really there, or was fake, or wasn't real, it wasn't genuine, it wasn't sincere. Making sure that you are being sincere with yourself. All that stuff that wasn't sincere, let it go. All that stuff that showed up in a particular fake way and you felt like, okay, this they're saying this, they're doing this, therefore I think it's going to be true, but they don't follow through, they don't actually like commit to the next steps, they just start something after, but don't commit to it, they don't see things through. This is where you're going to have to let those things go. Instead of being upset about it, it's just simply accepting and appreciating that it just ain't going to happen from these people. It's not going to happen in this situation. It's not going to happen with this group. How do I propel myself forward? The cards going a bit wild. Putting that time and energy into that conversation with yourself is going to be where you have the rewards. If you have the 10 of Wands over here, it didn't work that way. It's over here that it's going to work. When you're investing in yourself, you're putting that time, energy and faith, trust into yourself, into the divine connection that you have, into the divine support. Definitely working on meditation of increasing your courage, increasing your well-being, increasing your strength, and increasing your awareness of that. It just feels like as soon as you start doing that, you're going to see really fast shifts and changes coming in, and this is going to be the catalyst to allow and help you to have other shifts and changes coming in. So give it a shot. Just bring in that courage, bring in that strength to make the changes that are necessary. Emperor, definitely supported in doing this, definitely supported in exploring this, because as you explore it, there may be certain flutterings of energies, certain flutterings of emotions that will actually feel easier than you thought to have. Some thoughts may be feeling easier than you thought to have. So it's about, you know, just stepping up on another level, stepping up emotionally. I'm drawn to all the orange that's over here, so you might want to check out the Sacral Chakra Tuning Fork. So there's Tuning Fork playlist. You might want to do some work on the Sacral Chakra. There should be a 1 minute and a 2 minute. You can play on repeat or whatever you want to do, but it is needing some kind of movement in the Sacral Chakra, and just all this orange is feeling really strong right now. So we're going to have one more card for the Fool. Yeah. So the reason we're not moving on, like if you're not moving on from the Fool and you see it, keep finding yourself in that same loop of like people letting you down or people misleading you, it's because there's certain battles that you've kind of been avoiding. That fear of confrontation or that avoidance of confrontation is not always a bad thing. To have a bit of friction or a bit of what can I say, direct words. In fact, it may be necessary for you to get what you need, and it's been easier in the past to just avoid it. It's been easier to just let it go and just hide a little bit longer. It's not going to work that way anymore. So if you enjoyed this reading or you got something from this reading, please do subscribe, hit the bell, and good luck with this process, because it's very empowering. It is going to ask you to bring in some courage and strength. So for now, peace and love.